Hello, my Aloha tribe, and excuse me, my goodness, and welcome to the Aloha Perspective. Should I try that again? Hello, my Aloha tribe, and welcome to the Aloha Perspective. Anyways, it's Self Care Wednesday. I think it's Wednesday, right? It is Wednesday. As you can see, I'm still in recovery mode, but it is Wednesday. It's the last day of November. You know what that means. We're heading into the last month of 2022. But I have some cards. I'm going with the same. My cousin got me 3 of these on my birthday. I was talking about it yesterday. We did the inspirational ones. Today we're going to do mindfulness since it is Self-Care Wednesday. So let's get rolling. Let's get rolling, and then we'll get to card number 11 of getting into the vortex / self-awareness, or getting into self-awareness / the vortex. The vortex that is within you. Okay. So let's see here. All right, a bunch of cards fell out, so maybe we'll just go with those. Pick some from there, eh? All right. So again, for the self-care stuff, I'm using 50 mindfulness ideas. 50 mindfulness ideas. I know it's backwards, so I don't even know why I bother showing it, but I do, so, you know, it's fine. Good morning, Eileen. All right, so let's start with the mindfulness, self-care, and then we'll get into the card itself. So, let's see. Focus on the task at hand. Focus on the task at hand. When working on a computer, close extra browser tabs to remind you to focus on the task at hand. When doing laundry, do not allow yourself to leave the task to complete another. Start a task with purpose and mindfully complete it. We do not always have to multitask to be more productive. This can actually inhibit our ability to complete tasks and leaves us feeling overwhelmed. So if you're one of those who, if maybe you're struggling to multitask in the moment, do one thing at a time. Okay, it's okay. It's okay. You don't. It's like it says. You don't have to. You don't have to multitask every single time you do something. Just, if you're struggling, just take a deep breath, take a step back, and just finish one task at a time until you are able to get back to doing multitasking. So, because sometimes we can get overwhelmed, right? Be thankful. Be mindful of the things that others do for you. Thank your barista for making you a cup of coffee. Tell your coworkers or team that you are thankful for their work. Thank your partner or friends for the ways they contribute to your life. Make your thanks personal and genuine. So for me to you, thank you for watching, okay? And for all of you who come on live or try to come on live every day, thank you as well for tuning in. I really do appreciate it. So be thankful. And you can thank anybody. If somebody, please, this is a sticking point for me, because I tell you, when people let you in on the road, give them a wave, say thank you. If you're not sure, say thank you anyways. A space does not just open up next to you when you see cars that are over there. Someone has let you in. And like I said, if you are uncertain of this or unsure of this, thank them anyways. It might make their day. Sorry, I got a hair right in my face. When we hold doors open for people, say thank you. Oh my God. Thank you, Eileen. Right? Seriously. It's like, how hard is it to say thank you? Just, give them a wave, give them a nod. If someone's holding a door open for you, say thank you. If you see someone coming up behind you, hold the fucking door for them, okay? I'm sorry for the language, but I cannot tell you how much this drives me nuts. It's a second out of your life, okay? If you're running late, that's your own fault. But that doesn't mean that somebody behind you should suffer for that. I can't tell you, when I used to work in my last job, when I would go to work, I can't tell you how many times I'd be like 1 foot from the elevator, or just far enough where I couldn't stick my hand in the elevator to open it, and they would just let it close. Nobody would try to keep it open. And so I got wise, and I started throwing my purse towards it to get the door open. And then I just walk in and be an asshole and say, thanks for holding the door. And then it's quiet and awkward, but not for me, because you know what? It doesn't take much to be polite. It doesn't take much effort at all. It doesn't take any effort to be polite. So, yeah, you know what? And like Eileen says, one of her peeves. It is one of my peeves too. So, we have gotten away from being good humans. And part of self-care is being a good human. Part of self-care is showing other people that, there are good people in the world, because when you do something for somebody, they're going to turn around and probably do it for somebody else. And if they don't, then that's okay, because you get to walk away with that feeling of, wow, I did that for someone. But yeah, I cannot tell you. I mean, and in California, I swear, I remember when I was in Minnesota, like a bazillion, like 20 something years ago. I went for New Year's 2001. So it was 2000 going into 2001. I was in Minnesota. I know, right? Super cold, snowy, everything. Went for some hockey games. It was super fun. We got on the road, and because I was with a bunch of my friends, and somebody let us in. And so my friend said, thank you. And the person waved back. I mean, all of us in the car were like, oh my God, did you see? I mean, to this person, it was one person in that car waving, no problem, just waving like almost like have a great day, after we said thank you. And all of us who live in California were sitting in this car going, wow. I mean, there was only one of us in that car that was not from California. That was from overseas. And it was just, but all of us, we'd all driven out here. So we're just like, did they just thank us back for thanking them? Or like, you're welcome. It was mind blowing. It was mind blowing. I know a lot of people, especially down here in Southern California. I can't really talk to the traffic up north, although I have sat in it and it sucks. A lot of times we feel like we have to cut people off because people just don't want to let you in. Plan ahead. All right. I can't tell you how many times people just, you see them at the last minute. They got to cut you off because there's their exit and there's nobody behind you. Right? I know. It's just, that's what causes accidents. And I don't mean to go on about this because I know it's Self-Care Wednesday, but this is exactly what self-care is about. It's about being polite to one another. It's about being kind to one another. It's about having mindfulness. Okay? Mindfulness. Being mindful of the people around you. You're not the only damn person on the road. You're not the only damn person walking into a building or getting into an elevator. I mean, I'm kind of that lame person that if I'm in the elevator by myself and I see someone walk in the door, I'll hold the door. And then I'll tell them, don't rush, all right? I just know that it's not that easy because sometimes the elevators get stupid and then it's morning and everyone's all over the place. And if they tell me to go, then I'll go. But a lot of times I just tell them, don't rush, it's okay. And they'll get in, they're like, thanks, you didn't have to hold it. It's like, you know what? I've had a million elevators close in my face. So, and even some people who have let the door go in my face, I'll hold it for them because we don't want to have revenge like that, right? You don't, that's not going to teach them anything. It's just going to piss them off probably. So there you go. Be thankful and be polite. Children, let's see what children do. Sometimes children practice mindfulness unknowingly. They have little need to worry about the past or future. Take time to play with your kids. Ask them what the happiest moment of their day was. Take a moment to lose yourself in their mindfulness. Now, I know a lot of people may not have kids. I don't have kids. I have nephews and nieces. And a lot of people, or your kids may be grown up, maybe send them a text. How's your day going? How are you doing? How are you feeling? Or even your parent, you're a child of somebody. I mean, if you're on this planet, you have somebody probably. And if you don't, then maybe someone near you, nearest and dearest to you, right? A sibling or something. How's your day going? So we can take good ideas from children because they really do have some good mindfulness. There was a point where one of my older nephews started meditating on his own. I know he gets overwhelmed very easily, and he just one day he just sat down and he'd seen his mom do it so many times, and she just like, well, what are you doing? And she saw him breathing in and out and in and out, but he was doing it so fast because he didn't realize that it was just in and then out to calm him down. But he's just like, and she's like, what are you doing? He's like, I'm meditating. But he's all, because I need to quiet my head. He was like 4 or 5 or 6, something like that. He was younger, a lot younger than he is now. He's going to be, well, he's 11. He's 11 and a half. So I was like, wow, okay. So a mantra. Print or write out a poem or mantra that you'd like to reflect on regularly. Keep it in your wallet or phone case so that it is always accessible. When you are in a state of non-mindfulness, it is difficult to remember the things that keep you grounded. Carry it with you as a reminder. I do that. Maybe not necessarily in my wallet, but I carry it in my phone. I'll use it as a screensaver or a lock screen thing. So these are good things to have. These are good tools to have to keep you in that state of mindfulness, in that state of gratitude, in that state of self-care. And these are the important parts of self-care that we never really talk about. We always talk about, like maybe hygiene or massages or, exercise or eating right. We don't think about the mental health care or self-care. And and healthcare, right? We don't think about the mental health care or self-care. And we really need to focus on that because a lot of this can affect everything else. If your mind's not in a good place, you're probably going to, if you're anything like me, you're going to emotionally eat, right? Or if you're into the heavier stuff, you might drink, you might do drugs. Maybe you won't, if you're a healthier person, but your mind's not in a good place, you may decide, well, I'm not going to exercise. But then you skip that day, you might skip the next day and the next day until next thing you know, you're just a lump on a couch. And you don't want to be that way either. You want to, participate in your life. And this is where the mental aspect of self-care is so, so important, and if you're struggling to balance, I'm in a really good place now, but I do notice that my creativity is not quite come back yet. So I know that I'm still trying to get to this good place. I am trying to balance my antidepressants. I noticed the minute I got back on them, my creativity was stifled. And so I'm trying to find the right balance with them because I want it to take the edge off. I don't want it to incapacitate me. And that's kind of what they do for me because I have this strange body makeup. I mean, seriously, my body does not do well with a lot of different things. It's just kind of like, it's either too much or not enough, so it's just the things that we have to do to take care of ourselves. And sometimes there are going to be adjustments that are needed, and that's okay. Because again, that's what self-care is for. Self-care is to help you adjust to what is comfortable for you in life, what is comfortable to get you through the day. And it's like that first card said with the multitasking, that was just talking about, tasks, like do one thing at a time. But if you are feeling overwhelmed, if you are feeling like, oh God, I'm having one of those days and I just really want to go sit on my couch and eat my dinner and watch TV, like if it's at the end of the day and you're leaving work or whatever time of day it is for you, when you just have that alone time, it's like, but I have this to do, I have that to do, I have this to do. Make it a point to do it. Don't keep putting it off, put it off. But take the rest of that evening to take care of yourself. Maybe schedule one day a week that you can just take care of yourself. Make it like one of your chores that you might have. You do laundry on Monday, maybe you clean a certain place on Tuesday, Thursday, Wednesday, Friday. Make one of those days your self-care days. It could even be Saturday. I know a lot of people do that, but then I know a lot of people too, when the weekend comes along or whatever day their weekend is, they're running all over the place like chickens without a head because they have so much to do. So remember at least once a week, at least minimum, okay, to make time for yourself. If you have a chore that you're doing, maybe like it said with the laundry, right? Like, I got to do laundry tonight. Well, that's okay. Just do the laundry. And in between the loads and while it's doing all its stuff, just relax. Just sit there, put on your favorite show or your favorite music or whatever it is that you do to relax. Like maybe you have a hot tub, just sit in the hot tub for a while or just meditate or, maybe have a nice little dessert or something and just give yourself some you time. All right. So that's it for self-care. We're on card number 11. Of getting into self-awareness or getting into the vortex, however you want to put it. And let's see. I have control of the vibration I offer. I have control of the vibration I offer. So once you begin to believe or expect good feeling things to come, you're in the vortex. And once you get in there, now you are a cooperative component. Now you get to rendezvous with all of the good stuff that you have put there, and you can train yourself there. You can do it in a day. Ooh, you can do it in a day. You have control of everything that rendezvous with you when you get control of the vibration that you offer. And you get control of the vibration that you offer when you care about how you feel. Is this not the perfect card for Self-Care Wednesday? When you care how you feel, you can vibrate at a really good pace and a really good, in a good pace, in a good place. Both. because you're giving yourself that space to keep your vibe in a good place. Remember what we've talked about up until now. When you put things out there, if you don't fully believe it, your vibration is not where you think it is. It's not in this great place. It's like, well, I put it out there, but you have to feel it. A vibration is not words. A vibration is an action. It's a feeling. It's not just you saying a bunch of words and, that's it. If you go into spiritual beliefs and you have people who do incantations, okay, it's what they would call magic, but it's their feeling behind it. If you're not manifesting, or your prayers are not happening, or your intentions are not happening, it's because they're just words coming out of your mouth. You have to feel that vibration. You have to live it, learn it, live it, and, let it ride. Let it do what it needs to do. But again, if your vibration is not in a good place, then you're just basically sitting there spewing out stuff. Excuse me, my throat. So again, I am so sorry. I'm at the end of this cold, but it's determined to take me down, and I'm not going to let it. So have a control. I have... Oh, here we go. I have control of the vibration I offer. All right. Good morning, Father. Good morning, Father. So again, once you begin to believe or expect the good feeling things to come, you're in the vortex. And once you get in there, now you are a cooperative component. Now you get to rendezvous with all the good stuff that you have put there, and you can train yourself there. You can do it in a day. You have control of everything that rendezvous with you when you get in control of the vibration that you offer. And you get control of the vibration that you offer when you care about how you feel. So one last time, like I said just now, if you are trying to set an intention, or you are trying to manifest something, or you're putting out a prayer, if you do not have the correct vibration, if you are not feeling good about it, if you are not feeling happy about it, nothing's going to happen. If you go out there and you say, well, all this bad shit happens to me. Well, yeah, because that's the vibration you're vibrating at. And I know a lot of people don't believe in the vibe, but the vibe is real. It's these feelings. It's these internal things that we have. Like I said, the law of attraction is real. Whether you agree with me or not, it is out there. And it doesn't discern. It doesn't care what you want. It's going to go by what you're feeling. So if you're saying, well, this always happens to me, and you're saying it in like a negative way, well, yeah, you're just drawing it to you over and over and over again. But if you put something out there and you truly believe it, like, maybe you go out there and you're all, this is what I really, really want, and I'm going to make it happen. And you're so determined, and you feel it in your heart, and you feel it in your soul. Chances are it's going to come to you in one way or another. In one way or another. So you have to decide the vibration you want to put out there. You have to decide and discern between your feelings. My father's asking me questions on this. Oh, it's a side question, but no, I'm answering my dad right now. No, I did not. Or maybe I did. Or maybe I did not. I don't know. He's asking me a Star Trek question. There's so many Star Treks out there now that it's hard for me to figure out which and who was in what. But no, I did not. So anyways, sorry. You're gonna have so Dad, you're gonna have to tell me who, where, when. How did I not notice this? So anyways, it was the newer Star Treks with all the Chris's in it. I remember the one with Benedict Cumberbatch in it, but I don't remember. Apparently Chris Hemsworth was in a Star Trek movie in 2009. Who knows? Which means that's probably what my father is watching. Even my friend Eileen. What? He was? I know. Okay, so you know what? Star Trek is probably going to get a lot of hits today because we're all going to go in there and go, where? Where is he at? Poor Chris Pine. Chris Pine looks Captain Kirk who. So anyways, but that's the vibration, all right? And see, look, if you believe in sci-fi, you should believe in this other stuff. I mean, seriously, it's not just entertainment. It's real, okay? It is real. And I know a lot of people will sit there and go, you're out of your mind. You are off your rocking chair. Like, did you fall down and hit your head? I did not fall down and hit my head. Well, I've hit my head a few times. Not on purpose. it was done for me. And, just, I've had enough concussions to last a hockey player a lifetime. But, and believe it or not, none of them were my fault. Well, one of them might have been. But anyways, okay, my dad said it was in the beginning. So if you're not a sci-fi fan, but you do like Chris Hemsworth, just watch the beginning and you're good to go. But, Star Trek is amazing. Okay, Star Wars is amazing. And I know not everybody's a sci-fi nerd like a lot of us are, but you're a loss. But yeah, so anyways, so again, with the law of attraction, I know, sorry, side note, this is what happens when you have a live. They go everywhere, they go off the rails, and that's the fun part about them. That just makes it super fun, because you're like, ooh, wait, what? I didn't know that. So anyways, back to the card. Just remember, whether you think I'm off my rocker or not, when I talk about the law of attraction, think about it, okay? Think about it. When you were having a bad day and you let that bad day ride, does anything ever get better? No. Everything that you would normally deal with you're just kind of like, whatever. Everything just feels bad. But if you start out having a bad day and you manage to flip it around, the things that will come at you won't seem as bad as if you just stay in a negative place. I know. I am not always a positive person. I post a lot of positive things, and a lot of times the things that I post, I see a lot more than I post every day. But the things I see are reminders for myself. And I know that if I need a reminder, I'm sharing it with other people because maybe they need that reminder too. And there's nothing wrong with that. Because, again, the law of attraction does not discern. It's a universal law. And as I've mentioned, even if you don't believe it, look at how the day flows. If you're in a great mood, everything feels great. Or sometimes if you're in a really great mood, you might feel like something's trying to tear you down, but you're like, I don't think so, bitch. I'm out. Get away from me. Or, if you're having a bad day, people might be coming to you saying, what can I do to help you? Let them. Because the universe is drawing them to you because internally your vibration is saying, I don't want to feel like this. So you're drawing people in that are trying to pull you out of this and trying to put you back in a good place. Now, every day is not going to be a great day. All right. I mean, come on. This is the reality of it. I'm not trying to say, but Shelley Marie, you preach all this stuff and you talk about being positive. Yeah. But we're human. Nobody has a good day every day. Okay. We might have our good days may outnumber our bad days, but every so often there's going to be one that sneaks up on you, and how you deal with it depends on how long that's going to last. Okay. So deal with it in a good way. Deal with it in a proper way. Deal with it in a way that makes you feel good about yourself at the end of the day. And remember, people always talk about good luck, bad luck, and all that. If you put out there that you constantly have bad luck, that is all that's going to keep coming to you. That's all that's going to keep coming to you. Oh, my dad said he was Captain Kirk's father. Okay, seriously. Wait, maybe I do remember that. I don't know. But anyways, he was Captain Kirk's father when he was a kid. So that makes sense. The Chris playing the Chris's father. So anyway, sidetrack, squirrel. So anyways, oh, I love my father. I love my dad. He kills me sometimes. But anyway, I can hear giggles coming from downstairs. But anyways, the law of attraction. If you constantly believe that bad things are going to happen to you, that is exactly what the universe is going to bring to you. If you believe good things will happen to you, they'll happen the way they're meant to happen. They may not always happen the way you want them to happen, but they will come to you. Eileen said that. Sorry. I love Eileen too, but I do love my dad because he started the whole conversation. But anyways, Lordy. And yeah, well, the older sibling just confirmed that I can hear her laughing downstairs. Anyways, let me finish this part. I know it's my fault. I swear I distract so easily. I literally am like Squirrel. I'm like a dog. I'm like Doug the dog in Up. Squirrel. So anyways, when you put good vibrations out there, I mean, come on. Even the Beach Boys sang about it, right? Good vibrations. I mean, they were onto something, and that was like a bazillion years ago. So, there you go. People sing about good vibes. People tell you to put out positive vibes. Like I said, every day is not going to be a great day, but we can do our best to make it a good day. We can do our best to turn that bad day around. And if you struggle to turn that bad day around, you know what? Just chalk it up to tomorrow will be a better day. Okay? And I know I've said this before. You may not believe in the law of attraction, but as Constantine said in the movie, you know, when the girl says, I don't believe in the devil. He said, well, the devil believes in you. And so it's the same thing. It's the same idea, right? You may not believe in the law of attraction. You may not believe in universal law, but it believes in you. And it is tracking you. It is tracking your vibrations. So, you know, put out the good stuff. You know, do your best daily to put out the good stuff. And again, if you're having a bad day and you just can't find a way around it, it's okay. But there is a secret to making to making bad things not happen. If you put something out there and you're like, oh crap, just say, I do not wish to manifest this into reality. All right. That's your key word. I do not wish to manifest this into reality. And just say to yourself, tomorrow will be a better day. You know, I'm just going to chill out today. Tomorrow will be a better day. All right. So I hope everybody has a wonderful day. This was a really good card. I like all the mindfulness cards we had before. Be polite, hold doors open, thank people when they let you in on the freeway. All these wonderful things. I'd like to thank my guests for sharing about Star Trek and Chris Hemsworth. And, well, I guess it stands to reason, right? Because earlier this week I showed the Chris Evans People magazine because I was reading a quote out of there about confidence and how people find confidence attractive. So, like, it doesn't matter what you look like. It's what's inside. It's that confidence that you exude. So if you go out there and you exude that confidence, people are going to be attracted to you, or they're going to migrate towards you. I mean, attracted to you may not always be like, oh my God, they're going to fall madly in love with you, but they're going to be drawn to your light, and they're going to want to get to know you. You know, whether it's a platonic thing or a potential romantic thing or whatever, because you put something beautiful into this world. All right. So again, I hope everybody has a wonderful, wonderful day. Take care of yourselves today. It's Self-Care Wednesday. Give yourself a break. You know, give yourself some compassion, some empathy. Give yourself some grace. And just kind of chill if you need to, you know, or go home after work, have a bowl of ice cream and, you know, for dinner or something. Just do something nice for yourself, something fun. Okay, I am going to check out a pub that I'm interested in for my birthday. Maybe. I don't think it's going to be the place. I think it's just an excuse to go there and have a Guinness. But, at least I'm honest. But, yeah, so that'll be my gift to myself today. All right. So again, have a great, great day, everybody. I'll see everybody back here tomorrow, 8:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, Facebook Live, under Shelly Marie Lucas. Thank you again, everybody, for checking in. Dad, Eileen, older sibling. And thank you to anybody later who might watch this. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I know a lot of people watch these in replay, so I do appreciate that as well. You can also find these on YouTube under the Aloha Perspective. I do a shorter version of this where I just read the card on TikTok under the same name, and I scatter it to all the social medias. Okay, so again, I hope everybody has a wonderful, wonderful day. Take care of yourselves. Thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Have a great day.